Right guys, it's Schwab again. Look, I am here only for 5-10 minutes. I'm not going to speak to you for too long. I've got a sore throat, I'm not feeling too well, but I still thought I'll come up here and quickly talk to you about the petition that I put up about stolen tools. Now, it was very, very difficult to get it approved in the first place because a lot of petitions that go out there, they're just put on the side, they're not even looked at. And I've had hundreds of emails going back and forth from House of Commons, and I've literally got this approved. The petition was to ban the sale of used power tools in markets and boot sales, and also issue fines for the organisers of these places that let these people through, because it's very difficult to catch thieves, it's very difficult to find them, and it's just a whole process. It gets long, right? So the quickest way to do it is to stop them or slow down the process by just not allowing them to go in these places to sell them. And the only way they can monitor it is they can turn up there, send a team out there and see if they're still allowing them to go in there. And if they are, those organisers should be fined. They should be fined £10,000 or more. And the reason I say that is because if you look in the past, right, when you had illegal workers working in restaurants, what happened? Right, they didn't start catching the illegal workers on the roads. They went straight to the restaurant, and they fined those restaurant owners £10,000. And this just started dying down. They stopped employing all these illegal workers. Yes, some carried on because they made a lot of money, so it doesn't really matter to them. But I know restaurants and I know places that have been fined in the past. And look, it did stop eventually, right? Same again with catalytic converters. Your car's catalytic converters were getting nicked. What happened? Scrapyards. They got in trouble for buying these catalytic converters off these thieves. Eventually, that all died off. Now you don't really hear about it. It's very rare. They were breaking into car showrooms and taking them out, So, look, there's always a way to stop something. And I believe the way to stop this or even reduce it is to find these organisers, because these organisers are the ones letting them in the morning. Come on, yeah, put all your tools down there and just sell them. No, that's got to stop. So that was my petition, and luckily it has been approved, and all I need is signatures. And now I urge all of you guys, some of you have got massive accounts, big following, a lot bigger than mine. Mine's absolutely nothing. 20,000 is nothing on Instagram. Nowadays you look at them, people 500,000 followers, million followers. Those are the kind of people I'm actually urging to take part in this whole thing. Well, I don't want any credit for it. Just take that petition, copy it, and put it in your stories, put it on your post, and get the word out. So as many people as see it, they will sign it, and we eventually get to 100,000 signatures. Getting 10,000 signatures, you'll get a response from the government, and that's not what I'm after. I want this to be debated in the Houses of Parliament. So that is where we're going to take this. 100,000 signatures is not a big number. It sounds big, but it's not when you think about it. So please post it on your story, post it on your main page, send it on WhatsApp, send it in group chats. Just get this thing done, because obviously the quicker it gets done, the quicker action will be taken against it. And as I said, it's a team effort. It's not a one-man band thing. I can't do anything alone. I need all of you guys behind me, because look, I've been broken in the past. My van's been, all my tools have been lost. I lost £8,000 in one go, just like that, right? And it was very hard to recover. I didn't have tool insurance, my fault, right? But that's besides the point. I took the hit and I recovered from it, but it took me a long time to do it. And I see these vans and cars getting broken into every single day. So let's get a stop to this. Let's all work together and get these signatures done so we can get something done about this, right? At the end of the day, if we destroy the nest, the whole problem will start getting solved. They won't have anywhere to sell these things, right? Will they sell it online? Probably. But how easy is it to sell something online? You tell me. You've put stuff on online before. It's not easy. Somebody wants to come around because they want to buy one little bit, right? Can we test it? Can we do that? They haven't got time for that. The quickest way they make money is when they throw it all on the floor, right? They don't care what it goes for as long as they make their day. And we're the ones who lose out because we work hard for our tools. This money we could be spending on our family, on our kids. Do you understand? Going out, enjoying ourselves. But what are we doing? We work all year round, and then our van gets broken into, and then we start the whole circle all again. I know people that have been broken into 2-3 times, and it's just getting out of control. It's ridiculous. This has to stop. So, look, let's all work together, get this signature. Let's put all the differences aside. If you've got personal things going on with anybody or myself, let's put all that aside and just work together on this thing, because it's a team effort and this is for everyone. It's not just for myself. Another point with the House of Commons, when there was a lot of email back and forth, they made a few changes to it. They had to make a few changes because the way I worded it, I was not happy and I was quite angry. So they sort of said, look, let's change the tone, let's make this work. We get the idea of what you want to achieve, and we'll work together and we'll get this all done. So they reworded it for me, and we've got it done perfectly the way it should be, and it's just exactly what I wanted it to be. I made a video on YouTube not so long ago, I think it was about a week ago, about how to find your tools if they get stolen. I'm going to put a link at the end of the video. You can watch that as well. That's another way of obviously getting your tools back, or potentially getting your tools back, or knowing where they are when they get stolen. It's just making things harder for people who are breaking into vans, and they're taking your cars, they're taking your tools, they're taking all sorts of things, right? It's not fair, it's not right, it's got to stop, and someone's got to do something about it, right? I can only push it so much, so I can do my bit where I've done the background work, I've got it all approved, and I've got it there now. So now it's up to you guys. You all have to do your part, which is share it as much as you can, get the signatures on there. You've got 6 months to do it. I'm going to post this story every other day on my Instagram, on my YouTube, and I will make sure that it just carries on till 6 months are over. I'm not going to stop posting, because every time Instagram works in a very different way. The algorithm keeps changing. Sometimes you post something, you get 3,000 or 4,000 views on it. Sometimes you'll only get 700 on it or 600 on it. It's just the way it works. But I'm going to keep posting it every single week, twice or 2-3 times. I'm not asking you to do it as much as I will, because obviously I'm going to be putting it on my stories, but at least if you could just post it on your page, somebody will scroll through it and go through and click in it, and you know, get these signatures done. 100,000, I'm pretty sure we can do it. 6 months, it's not a long time. I've only had the petition live since this morning. There's already about 250 signatures on there, which is pretty good for a couple of hours. So I reckon we could get this all done, and let's put a stop to this. Let's put a stop to this together, right? Thank you so much for listening. And you've got my YouTube here, so if you want to subscribe to the channel, go ahead and do so. That really does help me out. I really appreciate it. I'm new to this, so I really want to build my whole page and the whole thing. So the content I'm going to put on YouTube is going to be a little bit different from Instagram. So it's a bit of a mix. So I've got a bit of a different audience there, and I've got a little bit different audience there. So I enjoy that kind of stuff. So thanks so much for listening, and let's get this done.